Money Moves with Myth 2.0, the podcast. And always remember, gentlemen, it's a mother movie. So, today, we're going to be reacting to a video. We're going to be giving our own personal perspective of what men should do if a woman ghosts you and goes no contact. So she's going to be telling women how to manipulate guys, basically, when women go ghost and they go no contact. So, without further ado, guys, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and let's hop straight into the content.
The dynamic. So whether they took you for granted, assumed you'd always be there, or they thought they could come as they pleased, your silence forces them to confront a reality they weren't prepared for. When someone is used to having all access to you, they rarely stop to think about what life would be without you. But the moment you go quiet, it creates a void, and it makes them realize that the comfort of your presence is gone, and that realization hits them harder than they expected. It's not just about losing you, it's about losing control, losing the certainty that you'd always be there. Let's be real. When someone...
Guys, this is so much baloney. Guys, if a woman goes ghost on you, never, ever go back. Never, ever hit her back. If she goes ghost on you, that means that she has in her mind that you're not important, that you're not important enough to her, and that she's willing to play games with you. So, if a woman ghosts you after you guys have been in a relationship or been sexually active, and she just pops up and just leaves, stop answering the phone. There's one way to handle that, and the only way to handle that situation and to let her know that she ruined the relationship is that you should move on. Because there's no reason for a woman to play these manipulation games with a guy and ghost him. Because that's all it is manipulation. I'ma regret. I'ma leave. I'ma go ghost so I can see if this guy is really thirsty. She goes ghost on you. She never really had any genuine feelings for you, because it's that easy for her to go ghost. And then they make these videos trying to sound all professional and smart when really, these videos should tell women what not to do. But let's keep it moving.
Turns after you go no contact, it's often their ego talking. Your silence bruises their pride. They're used to that attention, the reassurance, the validation that you gave them. And when you take that away...
You see, what if she meets a guy who is very confident and he doesn't need anybody? He open up and let you in the door, but he's content. He's used to being alone. And there's so many other women. This guy's working. He has cars. He has a bank account. He has his credit up. Guys, this is absolutely baloney. I remember a point in time when I was younger, it was like a lot of women would go ghost, and I wouldn't know why. But now I know why. It's a way to manipulate the relationship. And a lot of times, these women don't go ghost, honestly, to fix the relationship. They go ghost because they think they can do that and you'll still be there, and they can still go and meet and date other guys. Don't fall victim to the BS. But let's keep it moving.
It creates a void that they don't know how to fill. They're not necessarily coming back because they changed or because they want to make things right. often it's because they need to still have access to you.
You see, even if you go back, guys, even if you go back to a lady who ghosts you, she's still gonna say that, oh, it's not because they necessarily care about you, it's because we need to feel control. And a lot of you ladies, like, we don't, like, necessarily, a lot of you ladies are in nothing but trouble. Like, and men have woken up, the men have came out of their caves, and men is adapting to the current environment. You know, the only thing that going no contact a woman is going to do is, really is foolish, because you're gonna, if you go no contact, that guy can really do what he want to do and go sleep around. And if you actually like him, and then he's gonna think you don't love or whatever, so he's gonna move on. And then when you hit him back, he could just play the game and possibly still be sexually active with you at the same time. This is so childish. It's so high school. Instead of adults being able to come up and say, hey, this is the way I feel about in a relationship, and talk it out like adults, women tend to play these little games like this. These are manipulation games for them to gain control in a relationship. So let's keep it moving.
Still holds some kind of power over you. And that's not love, that's control. And you have to recognize the difference. When you go no contact, it sends a clear message. You're moving on. And for someone who's used to having you at their convenience, that thought is terrifying. They start to imagine you with someone else. You're giving your love and your attention and your energy to...
If a guy can imagine you with somebody else, then that's not good. You know what I'm saying? That's not good. And, if you know that going no contact would do that to a dude, that's basically manipulation. And 9 times out of 10, these women do be with other guys when they do this. So that's why I tell you guys, when a woman goes no contact, and when a woman ghosts you, and she tries to play with your emotions, because emotions can be very dangerous. That's what a lot of modern women don't understand, especially when you're playing with men. Like men, when women get frustrated, women tend to run their mouths. So they tend to argue. But when men get frustrated, they tend to knock holes through the wall. They tend to get their testosterone level goes crazy. And she probably end up becoming a victim because she's playing games. Guys, don't waste your time with women like this. If you got a woman who has a YouTube channel like this, just know that once she start playing games, you still can knock the boots, you still can bust it down or whatever you're gonna do. But as soon as she starts to play these kiddie games with you, leave and do not return. Because this is basically what a lot of women do. It be a certain individual time for him to hook up, and then eventually, since she's immature, she's gonna end up playing these kiddie games with you. And once she start playing these kiddie games with you, just don't have no more contact with her. There's too many women in the world in the state that you live in the country you live in, for you to be over infatuated. That is like a guy being obsessed with a woman. A guy should never be obsessed with a woman. A guy should never be obsessed with his wife. A guy should never be obsessed with his girlfriend. If they want to leave, let them go. Simple. But let's keep it moving.
Someone who actually values that. And that fear, that's what drives them back. But here's the thing. You can't confuse their fear of losing you with genuine care or commitment. Just because they're afraid to lose you doesn't mean that they're ready to treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. You've heard it before. Baby, I've changed. I realize now what I have of you.
You see, the thing about it is, it's the type of guys that a lot of modern women mess with. A lot of guys, like, you could just imagine if a guy don't have no options and he's low value, he will say things like what she just said. Oh, I miss you, baby, and all this stuff. Never do this. A lot of times, dudes do this just to get in the draws, and it works. Don't let her sit up here and tell you guys it doesn't work. You know, sometimes you gotta fake and be fake with a lot of these fake women who don't really care about you, and you know, be fake back with them. Yeah, lie to them to get what you want, because that's exactly the same thing what they're doing when she says go no contact. It's a way to manipulate you. Let's keep it moving.
And you know what? Maybe they have. But more often than not, those words are just that. Words. Change takes time, effort, and a willingness to face your own flaws. And let's be honest, how much time has really passed since you went no contact? Long enough for them to truly reflect, heal, and grow?
Babe. I said babe. No, babes. Look, if a woman ghosts you and she's playing manipulation games with you and she done ghost you for over a week, over 30 days, she said how long time to pass by, and you haven't hooked up with another chick, you haven't bust down a couple of chicks, and you ain't back out doing your thing and not worrying about anything, then that's a problem. And if you're not doing anything, this is the perfect way for a woman like this to gain control over the relationship. You see, that's why a lot of guys don't like dating modern American black women, because a lot of modern American black women, they don't really understand what they're doing, but what they're really doing is trying to gain control over the man so they can basically do what they want to do. They can do what they want to do. They can ghost you anytime they want to and just come up with any old idea why they ghost you, and they can go and date this guy and date that guy, and you can spend your funds on them, and they can go get funds from another guy. And we're not going for that in 2025. So you ladies better step your game up, because you're going to end up alone. There's so many women out here who is looking for a decent man who will work an honest job, you know, and come home and play his PlayStation every day, you know. And we don't really have to put up with this right here. Not at all.
Or just long enough for them to feel the discomfort of your absence and try to reel you back in. Don't let their words distract you from their actions, because the actions always reveal the truth.
Guys, if a woman can ghost you for over 2 weeks, she does not like you. If a woman can ghost you for over a month, she does not like you. Women who like a guy and are crazy about a guy always wants to be around him. If she can ghost you, it's a way to manipulate you. Usually people who like each other want to spend so much time together. You know, if a woman ghosts you, I know a lot of us been ghosted before. There was a trend back in the day where women would ghost guys left and right. A lot of us been ghosted. I've been ghosted a lot of times. You know, when she ghosts you, leave. She doesn't care. You know, because a woman who cares wants to be there. She wants to be that part of your life. She wants to be a part of your life. Simple, plain, hard on facts. And if she's still there after a month, 2 months go by and you go back to her, she basically has full control over the relationship, you know, which is not natural. It's not natural for a woman. When a woman has control over the relationship, the man is not respected by other men, and she's gonna, 9 times out of 10, she has control. She's gonna start extracting your resources from you guys. Do not let women extract resources from you. You know, it's crazy.
Let's talk about energy for a moment. When you were in contact with this person, you were giving them something valuable: your attention, your love, and your support. So whether they admit it or not, they fed off of that energy. It made them feel important, it made them feel validated, and maybe even superior. But when you go no contact, you cut off that supply. You stop feeding their ego, you stop boosting their confidence, and that absence leads.
If a woman actually feeds your ego, that's not good, guys. You know, if you're just that crazy about a woman, you're like, oh, she's just so beautiful. You got to get that out of your head. She's nothing more than a woman. You know, because once you start thinking that she's the beautifulest woman in the world, she's, you know, she gave me love, she did a certain thing in bed that no other woman did, that's when she's going to get you. That's when she's going to take control of the relationship. She's going to try to take control of the relationship. She's going to play manipulation games with you. And it could cause domestic violence issues because she's playing games. Walk away. Do not return. It's easier said than done. I'm not going to keep going more and more on this topic. If you guys want to go to this YouTube content creator and finish this video, her source is going to be in the description. So you guys can go to the YouTube channel. But that's all I got for the video. Just to warn you guys about women who play manipulation games. It's going to affect you personally. Could cause domestic violence issues, and it's going to have a high impact on your finances, especially if you're not, if you're a weak-minded male. You know, if a woman goes no contact on you and she's not calling you, date other women ASAP. Do you go to work, talk to chicks, you know, continue to increase your value. But guys, that's all I got for the video. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And always remember, fellas, it's a mother movie. Over and out.